So transferring cone thread onto empty spools to make it easier to use with your sewing machine. I have a Ryobi drill. There's two methods that I use to transfer the thread onto the bobbin. Basically two different tools. One is to take some all thread, or you can get a really long bolt from the hardware store. Put a nut and a washer, then put your spool on there, and another washer, and another nut. You want to make sure it is super tight. Maybe even use a couple wrenches, but I do construction, so I know my hands are going to be strong enough. Pop this into the drill, tighten it down. You start wrapping some around here, and then make sure it's plugged in. You get it going, and then you can speed up. I'm not doing this on the camera because this has to be well below this. So I'll usually hold this somewhere in my lap while the cone sits on the floor, and the spool and the thread just comes off very quickly and easily. The other tool I use is this, called a step-up bit or a unibit. Particularly with the wood, you can grind this down in there to get it really tight, and you don't have to bother with the nuts and the washers, and this works just as well. You can fill a lot of thread onto a single spool like this. This is about as full as I would recommend. I highly discourage putting any more than this. You still need to see a little bit at the end. The one time when I got really excited about this, and I just kept going and kept going, at some point it reached a density enough that it started sliding off the end, and it wasn't usable. I had to pull off almost half of the thread I'd put on there to get down to where I could use it again. But this way you could put a lot more than you could just transferring embroidery cones onto bobbins. If you put it onto these, you can go a lot longer.